Do you know how many stages are in a pregnancy? A normal pregnancy usually lasts up to 40 weeks, and that's including the first day of a woman's last period. During those 40 weeks, a woman will go through 3 different stages that are usually broken up into 3 separate months, and those are called trimesters. After about 2 weeks of a woman's last period, she'll go through a process called ovulation, and that's when her ovaries release one mature egg. If a sperm cell that has made its way into the fallopian tube and it meets with the released egg, it combines into one cell. And this action is called fertilization, or sometimes it's called conception. At this point, the sex of the fetus is already determined. And this depends on whether the egg receives an X chromosome or a Y chromosome. The baby will be a girl if the egg receives an X chromosome, and if it receives a Y chromosome, the baby will be a boy. Nienberg in 2015 stated that it usually takes about 3 to 4 days for the egg to move to the lining of the uterus. During the first trimester, which is the first 12 weeks of pregnancy, the mother will experience changes mostly on the inside of her body. Nearly every organ will be greatly affected as her body adjusts to the hormonal changes of pregnancy. The rising of her hormones will cause her to experience nausea or vomiting, and those are called morning sickness. Early stages in pregnancy, a woman will feel her breast tender and sore, and also her areolas, that's the skin around her nipples, will darken and enlarge. According to Women's Health's website, to increase the absorption of nutrients, her digestive system will slow down, and this might cause heartburn, gas, and bloating. In addition, a pregnant woman's heart works even harder to increase the blood volume to supply the fetus and elevating her pulse rate. As more blood circulates to her face and head, it creates a rosier complexion on her skin, and that's why sometimes people say pregnant women will glow. From the moment conception takes place until 8 weeks of pregnancy is called embryo. In 2016, the American College of Gynecologists, which they're called ACOG, they stated during the first month of pregnancy, the heart and the lung begin to develop, and the arm, legs, brain, spinal cord, and nerves begin to form. First month of pregnancy is when most parts of the baby start developing. According to Baby Center's website, the embryo will be about the same size as a pea around 1 month into a pregnancy. Towards the end of the first trimester is when buds for future teeth appear, toes and fingers start to grow, and bones and muscles will begin to grow. Like in this last picture, you're able to see the toes. And also, miscarriages and birth defects are often during the first trimester. And now that I have told you what happens in the first trimester, let me tell you what happens next. By second trimester, weeks 13 to 27, some of the irritating side effects, like the morning sickness I told you about earlier, those side effects are gone. Although other symptoms may have appeared, including feeling more pelvic pressures, gaining more weight, and which causes her skin to stretch and experience more back pains. Between 18 and 12 weeks, the fetus is around 3 to 5 inches, and a woman can start the baby kick inside of her stomach. And Baby Center's website informed in 2016 that by the 4th month of pregnancy, eyelashes, eyebrows, fingernails, and the neck are all formed, and the skin has wrinkled appearance. The fetus is more active and will sleep and wake in regular cycles, and FitPregnancy.com states that by the 6th month of pregnancy, hair begins to grow and the eyes begin to open and the brain is rapidly developing. Although the lungs are completely formed at this point, they do not yet function. So now that I've told you what happens in the second trimester, let me tell you what happens in the last stage. During the third trimester, which is weeks 28 to week 40, a woman may feel short breath because the lungs have less room to expand as the uterus has enlarged. In her hands, her feet, her ankles, and her face might swell up because of she's retaining a lot more fluids and her blood circulation is slowing down. And she will also experience the visit to the bathroom a lot more from the pressure on her bladder. And her breasts may experience some leakage from colostrum, a yellow liquid, as they get ready for breastfeeding. According to ACOG, by the 7th month of pregnancy, the fetus kicks and stretches and can even respond to light and sound. And they are able to close and open their eyes whenever they want to. Women's Health's website quotes, "The 9th month is the home stretch of pregnancy and the fetus is getting ready for birth by turning into head down position in a woman's pelvis," like you see in this picture. And the whole process of pregnancy takes about 9 months, but every pregnancy can be different. Pregnancy is one of the most memorable experiences. Some might love the feeling of being pregnant and some might hate it to where they don't want to get pregnant ever again. It is a time in life where a woman has to be completely selfless because not only they're in charge of their body, but they're also in charge and in control of their unborn baby. This being said, the woman must strive to maintain a healthy lifestyle throughout the entire pregnancy, each and every step of the way. Thank you.